A couple of weeks ago, I sold my Steam Deck. Now, some of you may be wondering why on earth I would do such a thing. And I want to explain to you my reasoning as to why I did that. And I think the key thing to understand is it had really nothing to do with the quality of the device or that necessarily I was unhappy with it. Far from it. I thought that the Steam Deck was incredible value for what it can do, is an incredible game machine to allow you to finally access your Steam library and more remotely on a device that can play pretty much most of your library. You know, once it gets verified, and more games are getting verified doing it. But for me, one of the key things that I found, even though having the Steam Deck was great, I enjoyed it, there was an oddity that I found myself doing. Is not only was, of course, you know, like many people, you sort of rediscover your Steam library and rediscover or find a new games, you know, because with Steam games we end up with hundreds of the bloody things, don't we? But we end up finding sort of little gems and so on. And what I did find is that I ended up playing, one of the games I ended up playing was God of War Ragnarok. Not Ragnarok, God of War, the original one, sorry, the Ragnarok one's coming out tomorrow. And I thought, well, why am I playing it on here when I've already played it several times on the PlayStation, and I've also played it on the PC, and now I'm playing it on this, you know, and it's kind of a more a comfortable experience in terms of the wow factor of having it in your hand, but also, you know, is it really necessary for me to do that? So I then moved on to some other games that I really hadn't discovered very much of, and one of them was, I think it was Euro Truck Simulator 2. I think it was the second one. And I got really into that. And then I had this odd moment where it was like, well, hold on a minute. I've got this great gaming PC down here with a 3090 card. I rebuilt it maybe less than a year and a half ago. And I've also got a Fanatec wheel and all those other things and pedals and so on. Why, when it's literally just feet away, and a VR headset and so on, all these boxes that you would necessarily tick to get the most incredible experience in these games, when I'm playing it on, literally just sat over there on a Steam Deck. And then it sort of dawned on me how ridiculous this was, in that I was just using it for the sake of using it, rather than using it really how I believe most people use it, which is possibly because they travel a lot. I used to travel a lot. I don't so much now. So there's kind of no real need for a mobile gaming platform for me. Or for those that sort of want to take something away from, you know, whilst, say, the family is watching TV, you want to do something on your own and play a game on your own. I get that. I understand that. And that would make a lot of sense. But for me, I have this whole sort of ridiculous man cave thing, an office going on, where I can take myself away from everything and just do what I want to do. Whether that's listen to music, play a game, watch a movie, do VR, do some work, do some music production, whatever it is that I want to do in this room, this is kind of where it happens. So for me, it made me realize, well, I am being a bit ridiculous. You know, I've spent this money and I'm playing these games at a lesser sort of experience, as it were, on a device that's designed for being sort of lugged around and traveling and so on, and doing things that you can't normally do, when I can do all those things and much better here anyway. And then I looked at the second-hand prices, or the trade-in prices for Steam Deck, and they're incredibly healthy. And I just thought, well, I can just take this £100 hit on the Steam Deck, and if I sell it now, then I'm not just leaving it in its case and just having that sort of feeling that I'm just playing with it because I've spent the money on it, and therefore I feel obligated to use it in a way. So those, to me, are the reasons why I sold it. It had nothing to do with what the Steam Deck can do. I'm very excited, and this is the crazy, ridiculous thing, is that if there's a Steam Deck 2 coming out, which I think Valve has said that there's a very strong possibility of that I would probably be interested in that too. And it's a very likely story that I'll probably get it and do much the same thing all over again. Although, having said that, I believe Valve are developing a new headset, a VR headset, and have suggested that there's going to be some kind of tie-in or work in how that works with the Steam Deck. So that would be very interesting as to how they would probably evolve VR and this, maybe the Steam Deck 2 also. So that could be interesting. So yeah, it's not a criticism on Valve or the Steam Deck at all. I'm a big fan of Valve. I have their Valve Index. I've bought various Valve stuff over the years, and will continue to do so, and probably will very likely buy the Valve VR headset that's probably around the corner somewhere. So let me know your thoughts. Have you stopped playing your Steam Deck, or have you sort of put it to one side for a bit, or are you looking to sell it? Or what makes the Steam Deck special for you? Do you sort of take it around? Does it allow you to sort of isolate and play your games on your own whilst your family are doing their own thing? Let me know below. It'd be interesting to see. But I still think it's an incredible platform. I think what they've managed to do with the Steam Deck is incredible. And I'm really curious and excited to see where they take it. Let me know your thoughts below, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.